tried to do like a AI voiceover. It's just ridiculous, isn't it? Like, it doesn't sound real. So I thought I'd do a bit of a voiceover. But basically, I used to have a Drz4sm when I was 17, and basically, I think this bike, the Drz4sm, is basically what I dreamt of when I was 17. So I've still got the bike, but the 125. But this is the bike that I would have loved when I was that age. Top speed on the 125 was probably 60-70 mile an hour on a good day. Being able to get that extra 20 mile an hour would have made a world of difference. I think this is, it's a great bike if you're new to riding or you're not particularly comfortable, not on a big bike. It's a tall bike. I'm 5'8", and at times I was a bit like, trying to put my foot down. I can get on and off it comfortably enough, but now and again I was just a bit like, I don't know if it's because I was out on a test ride or what, but touching the floor was a bit hit and miss now and again, but that's not really a big issue. I think the bike's great. It's got really good suspension. The pickup actually was really good. It took me a while to work out how the rider modes work, but once I'd turned the traction control off and got it into a rider mode that suited me, I felt like the throttle response, the ride-by-wire throttle response, was much better. I remember on the 125 it was quite, I know you can't really compare a 125 to a 400, but I found the throttle quite snappy on that, whereas on this the engine braking is brilliant. You come off the throttle, it's really responsive on the throttle. It was a great bike. I think for me, as an experienced rider, the bike I use the most on the road at the moment is a BMW S1000R, and I think the jump down in brake horsepower was a bit too significant for me. It wasn't quite as fast as I thought it would be on acceleration. When I was 17, obviously the Drz400 was out then, and even though it was a big single cylinder 400 just like this, it was a lot more of an aggressive bike. The acceleration was so much, I felt at the time, I don't know if it's because I was young, but it felt like bikes used to be back then. Obviously this has to be Euro compliant and all that stuff, but it wasn't, I wouldn't say that back then it was a scary bike, but it was definitely a lot more punchy. It had that supermoto attitude. Even though this has the new Drz400sm has great handling, and you could throw it down into a corner, I just don't feel like there's any aggression there. I can't imagine sort of slamming the back brake on and getting the back end out. It's more of a sort of commuter bike if you're experienced, or if you're new to riding. I mean, I'd put a first time rider on this. I think it's a great little bike, and it was fun to ride. I had a great time on it, but it's just it wasn't really what I would be looking for. Things like the suspension are great. I mean, the dampering is class. I went up like a mountain pass, and it's definitely good on the B roads. It's a bit of a B road bandit. So to summarise, I think it's really comfortable. I think it's really easy to ride. I think for the price, it's really good. I mean, it's so affordable. It's such an affordable way to get a quality bike on the road that is going to be reliable. So yeah, go and give one a test ride. I'm in North Wales. My closest Suzuki dealership is Drz4sm Motorcycles in Pantglas, which is where he let me test ride this bike while my bike was in for MOT and a service today. So yeah, go give him a shout.